I bring you greetings from Bison Hill. How wonderful it is to see all of you engaged in our Christian liberal arts education here on Bison Hill this fall 2020 term. I'm enjoying talking with our students and our faculty and our staff as we participate in this education together. Now, one of the things that I've noticed is some of you have expressed a little bit of anxiety, a little bit of fear, and it's not surprising why. You look at the nightly news or you read online the news, and it seems like our world is at war with itself. Some of you seniors are looking at your next steps in the midst of these COVID realities, and you're saying, what is life going to be like? And some of our underclassmen are asking all sorts of questions about the rest of the term or next term. And all of these questions, listen, are completely reasonable. So if you're feeling uncertain or anxious, listen, I want you to know these are absolutely reasonable emotions in the face of our realities. But how are we going to respond to these experiences? How are we going to respond to our emotions? And I was encouraged by a word that Jesus gave to his disciples that I thought might be a word of encouragement to you as well. So I want to share this with you. In the night before, Jesus was arrested, and then later he was tried and then crucified. We know that story, but that night he had a meal with his disciples, and he said, I'm going away. Now, Jesus leaving threw a wrench in the disciples' plans. They didn't know what would happen next. They didn't know what steps they would take. They were unsure of their future. They didn't even know what would happen the very next day. And if we're honest, many times it feels that same way now. Well, what word did Jesus give to encourage them? I want to give it to you. It's in John chapter 14, beginning in verse 27. Jesus said this to his disciples. He said, "Peace I leave with you. My peace I give to you. I don't give to you as the world gives. Don't let your heart be troubled or fearful." Now, if you're experiencing anxiety or a little bit of uncertainty or even fear, listen, I share that with you. But at the same time, I want to encourage you with the words of Jesus that have been an encouragement to me. Jesus provides peace. Now, there are other sources of peace in our lives, and sometimes we go after those sources of peace, whether it's another person. Some of us might be going to an addiction or something else. Listen, I understand that happens, but what kind of peace is that? Well, it's a passing peace. It doesn't last. Here's the reality. Jesus speaks a different word. He offers not a passing peace, but a lasting peace that speaks to and answers the uncertainties, the fears, and the anxieties of our lives. So if you're feeling a bit anxious, could I encourage you with the words of Jesus today? He offers us not a passing peace, but a lasting peace. He says, look at it. Peace I leave with you. My peace I give to you. I don't give as the world gives. And what Jesus' peace provides for you and me is an answer to our anxieties, an answer to our doubts, an answer to our fears, so that we can engage our future with deep and abiding confidence and faith, not in the future, but in Christ, who provides his peace. So I want to encourage you with that. I hope that's a help to you. It certainly is to me, that I need to be looking for lasting peace in Christ. And as we do this together, as we pursue Christ with everything that we can muster, listen, Jesus will provide his peace and chart our course for the remainder of the semester. And I promise you, you follow him and he will take care of the rest. I'm so grateful for you, and I pray this word has been an encouragement to you. May God continue to bless you, and may God continue to bless OBU.